The following video is a personal reflection with reference to ecology and biological concepts on the audio clip 458390 Fabrizio 84 Underwater Sound, which was provided by Dalhousie's Introduction to Ecology course of Biology 2060. The audio clip is under public domain and will be played in the background to provide reference for the reflection. I chose this audio based on my personal experiences and deep connection with the ocean. Throughout the audio, the breathing of a scuba diver can be clearly heard, which resonates with me personally as I'm a PADI certified scuba diver and have been since 2019. I've spent the majority of my life near the ocean, as I was born and raised here in Halifax, which is famously known as Canada's ocean playground. Even before I could walk, I had spent a large amount of time around water, as my father would often carry me on his back as he'd pursue his passion of fishing. This passion, unsurprisingly, has also been passed to me, and is now one of my favorite recreational activities. In fact, most of my favorite recreational activities involve the water, such as snorkeling, canoeing, and even leisurely things like reading a book by a river. Throughout my entire life, the ocean has played a significant role, not only in terms of leisure and recreation, but also in the development of my career path. I'm currently doing a double major in marine biology and ocean sciences, and although I may not know exactly what I'd like to do as a career, one thing I'm certain of is that it will be centered around the water. To me, this audio evokes an image of aquatic ecosystems. I find the visuals evoked by this audio are not limited by one frame and are alternatively an amalgamation of two separate ecosystems, the first of which is a tropical reef. The audio reminds me of my times diving in Hawaii and Turks and Caicos, and brings forth images and memories of coral reefs, colorful and beautiful fish, and experiences seeing hydrotrophic life in the wild, such as sharks and whales. The other ecosystem this audio evokes is of the local North Atlantic Ocean. This audio brings forth memories of lifelong experiences surrounded by local aquatic life. Interestingly, it is the lack of audible animal sounds that reminds me of our local ocean. This is because the cold, temperate waters of Nova Scotia largely lack the dense biodiversity of tropic reefs. This may seem like a negative connotation. However, to me, this brings a peace and tranquility I've never experienced beyond our local ocean. Being in school for marine biology and ocean sciences also means that this audio brings many scientific concepts to thought. It reminds me that all life originated from the ocean, and the difference in biodiversity seen throughout aquatic life forms allows me to appreciate the vast evolutionary history that has allowed these organisms to develop to what they are today. It reminds me of the millions of years of evolution that has driven these species to occupy and encompass so many different niches and specializations. It also makes me appreciate the life histories and interactions of each and every individual organism that intertwine to encompass the vast aquatic biosphere that surrounds the globe. Even the extensive numbers of seemingly insignificant microscopic organisms that are continuously reproducing and being consumed to then have their nutrients carried up the food chain. Each and every interaction has an impact, even those indirect interactions that appear unimportant. For example, the breathing of the diver recording this audio appears to just be a simple exhale. However, it introduces CO2 and unused oxygen into the waters it's released in. These gases can then be used by all types of organisms through processes like respiration in the gills of nearby fish or in photosynthesis within the phytoplankton suspended in the water column. Listening to this audio and doing such a deep dive on what it evokes has reminded me how important it is to appreciate what is around us. One way we can do this is through the guiding principle in Mi'kmaq culture of two-eyed seeing. The principle was introduced by Mi'kmaq elder Albert Marshall and refers to using one eye to view through a traditional First Nations lens and using the other eye to view through a modern scientific lens. This reflection has allowed me to better understand this principle, as listening to this audio and combining how it personally makes me feel and my understanding of scientific concepts that can be related to it has greatly deepened my perception of this audio clip. Although this is a comparison as my feelings are not traditional First Nations knowledge, understanding this experience has allowed me to better understand how to incorporate this principle into my daily life.